like most of you who are hardcore boxing fans, I do not see Conor McGregor beating Floyd Mayweather. I think the chances are unbelievably slim that McGregor would win this fight. But some people have posed a question to me that said, Hatman, what if McGregor won? What would the impact be on boxing if McGregor actually pulled it off? Anything is possible. Okay, anything is possible in this crazy world that we live in. There's definitely been more unlikely things that have happened on this earth. More unlikely and crazy things than Mayweather losing to Conor McGregor. So yeah, theoretically it is possible. I'm not going to say it's completely impossible. It's possible. But is it likely? I think it's extremely unlikely. What would the effects be if McGregor was actually able to beat Mayweather? How would that resonate around the world? How would that affect boxing? It would be a massive black eye for boxing. It would be terrible for boxing. If McGregor, a guy with no professional boxing fights under his belt, managed to come in and beat one of the greatest fighters of the past, 20, 30 years, that would be a tragedy for boxing. That would make our sport look terrible. That would make MMA, especially in the United States, really solidify its place as the #1 combat sport. It might even be the death of boxing in the United States completely. I mean, boxing in the United States is not in a particularly healthy position. In fact, just to give you a quick little comparison in terms of how boxing used to be in the States compared to how it is now, I was rewatching a fight which I haven't seen for many years on YouTube, Michael Spinks versus Jerry Cooney. Now, you go and watch that fight on YouTube, yeah, from the 80s, Spinks against Cooney. Was it 80s or 90s? I think it was the 80s. Yeah, it must have been the 80s. You go watch Spinks against Cooney, and you'll notice how raucous the crowd is. The crowd is absolutely they're like a British boxing crowd, screaming and shouting and passionate, and they're really into it. That's the kind of thing you don't often see these days with American boxing. That kind of passion that the fans had back then. I'm not saying it's never there. You go to a Terence Crawford fight or whatever, there's a lot of passion, but generally speaking, there's not too much passion among American boxing fans. They tend to be cynical, not very enthusiastic, don't really care too much about the fighters, so on and so forth. But it didn't used to be like that back in the days. Back in the days, there was a hell of a lot of support for fighters in America. There was a hell of a lot of passion in the crowd. Totally different time. So yeah, going back to the original point, I mean, the enthusiasm for boxing in America has just declined year on year almost since, I guess, I want to say the early 2000s, mid 2000s maybe. It's just been on decline. And if McGregor was to beat Mayweather, that would be the final nail in the coffin for boxing in the USA. Oh my gosh, that'd be terrible. So, I don't know. Those are my thoughts on it, people. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I've never really been a Mayweather fan. I can appreciate his skill, but I haven't found his fights entertaining. And I'm certainly not a fan of him as a person. As a person, I find him to be disagreeable. But as a boxer, I admire his skill. Very talented fighter, but just not particularly excited to watch. But with that being said, in this fight here, in my heart, I want Mayweather to win. Not because I like Mayweather, but because the sport of boxing's reputation is on the line. In fact, this might be the first Mayweather fight that I've seen in many, many years where I actually wanted Mayweather to win. Yeah, but and it's because he's fighting somebody that's not a boxer. Because Mayweather in this instance is actually representing our sport. If he's representing our sport, I want our sport to look good. I don't want our sport to be humiliated and take a beating, metaphorically and, in reality. So we'll see what happens here, people. I would be horrified, to be honest, if McGregor did win. I would be horrified. That makes boxing look so bad. If you're a real boxing fan, boy, let's hope that don't happen. Let me know what you feel in the comment section below, people. It's Hatman, I'm out.